In this short demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create an image hose nozzle. Image hoses, I think, are one of the greatest things in Painter. Anytime you need to paint a lot of things really quickly, image hose is the way to go. It can be clouds, flowers, really anything you want, the image hose can do it. A little pre-setup for this particular video, I have created a file, and on each layer there's kind of an ink splat. Now, each object in an image hose does need to be on its own layer. And so you can see here, I've got a number of layers. Canvas is blank. All of these little splatters are on their own layers. I have had as little as 2 or 3 items in an image hose, and I have also had as many as 250. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. We need to bring up the nozzles palette. Here it is. A number of nozzles come pre-loaded with Painter. Some of them are more valuable than others. Some of them are really kind of my favorites. But we're going to create our own out of this and show you how it paints. So I've got all of these layers here. I want to hold down the Shift key and select them all. First one selected, Shift key, and I'll click the top one. They're all selected there. I can go up under Layers, and I want to group the layers. I can also use the Control-G key, and I'll name the group Splat. With that group selected, I want to come to the nozzle palette. In the drop-down box, I want to make a nozzle from the group. You can see here it brought up this rather strange looking image. And what it does is it takes each little individual piece that will be in the image hose nozzle, puts it on a grid that encases the largest element. Next thing to do is save it. So I'll do File, Save As. It has to be saved as a RIF file. So I will save this one as Splat. And when I'm saving a nozzle, I will usually do an underscore and then nozzle. If I don't, I get so many files accumulated that I don't know which ones are nozzles and which ones are not nozzles. I'll go ahead and save it. And I can close this now. I can also close this. I'll create a new file. 800 by 800 is fine. I'll maximize this. I'm going to select the image hose category, and you can play around with any of these variants in the category. You can usually find one that will do just what you want from the default. You can also adjust them to do what you want them to do. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use a random one so that the elements that come out will be random. Right now it's the birds. The birds come out in random sizes and angles. I'll select all of that, delete it, and I will go and load my nozzle. Load nozzle. It's easy to find because it's got the word nozzle in the file name. And it's loaded the nozzle, and here's the paint splats. I can change the size. Secondary color here to a bright green, and say that I want all of my nozzles to paint with a green color. I can come up here and in grain, lower this all the way down, and now when I paint with the nozzle, they're all green. If I want to change the color a little bit, I can simply move the green anywhere in the color palette, and I'm still painting with the same nozzle, just a green color. Again, this is based on the secondary color. If I want to gradually increase the colors in the original nozzle, I will increase the grain. Starting to pick up some of the original colors. Now you can see I've still got a green tint, but it's mixing the background green color with the original. If I turn it all the way up, the grain all the way up to 100, then I'm back to the original spray colors. If you want to put that nozzle in one of your libraries, you simply click Add Nozzle to Library. You click OK, and it's saved in your currently active library. So that's it, a short demonstration on Painter nozzles and image hose. Great feature. I encourage you to try it. Very fun to use. There's lots of things you can do with it.